Today we continue with the moon in Cancer, that self-care, that opportunity for attending to our deeper needs and nourishment for ourselves, and especially on the emotional level, filling up your cup, like I was saying yesterday in my video, filling up your cup, and then once you have your cup full, then you can share and care for others. But today, that Cancer moon, that sensitive, vulnerable quality of the Cancer moon, joins up with Mercury, planet of communication, also with Jupiter in Cancer. So, looking at our bigger picture of beliefs about caring, and maybe a little bit of looking at our own beliefs about where we deserve or don't deserve caring, and how we can shift into some beliefs that better serve our own needs and our own ability to experience caring. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, June 16th. So the moon joins Mercury just around 1 p.m.-ish Pacific time. And then it's later in the day, actually closer to midnight, almost heading into Wednesday, that the moon actually joins up with Jupiter. So that Mercury theme is with us during the day, the middle of the day, my time. So that the communication planet in watery Cancer, feeling oriented Cancer. So doing this deeper work of figuring out the best ways to communicate, especially when it comes to our needs and our feelings and the energy that's moving inside of us that sometimes can be hard to put into words. So remember that, especially with Mercury in Cancer, communication happens at all of these different levels. It's not just verbal. It's not just the words that we can find to put things in. It's the communication that happens non-verbally. It's how we express what we want to share through our presence, through our caring, through our ways of showing up and being there for ourselves and one another. So think about what it communicates when you go to the grocery store, you're tired, you're cranky, you're hungry, and you just want to get in and out, and you're kind of brushing off your fellow humans, right? That's a kind of communication. I mean, sometimes that's just the way it is, right? Like, I'm tired and cranky, stay out of my way, but hopefully we can be compassionate about that. But then think about the difference between that, and if you have had a good day, you had some time, you feel like your needs are getting met, and you're just going to the store to buy some food to stock up for the next few days, and it's just that feeling of like, now you're able to be kind, to smile, to offer a friendly gesture, right? Be helpful. It's that way that we show up in our presence that is what we're communicating. So it's not even, we might not even say any words even, right? It's about how we are being and what we're conveying non-verbally. So that is, that the grocery store thing is just an example, but it just kind of gives you that visceral sense of what to look for in your daily life, how you are communicating, what you are communicating, how that communication might feel different when your needs are met versus when your needs are not met. And we're not perfect as human beings, so you can let go of any need for, or feeling guilty that you're not having all of your needs met, or you're not showing up in a perfect way. This is all about learning. It is all about what we have to learn about how to care for ourselves and how to best be our best selves, to be a better communicator, but also to be better in working together with others. Because if you're prickly and sensitive and irritable, and it's just not the best time to be trying to coordinate with someone or work together on something. So, on the other hand, it can be a good time to have a conversation about feelings and to share your feelings and communicate them to someone, right? Because this is communication in the area of feelings. And so talking about your feelings, getting a deeper understanding of someone else's feelings, so asking those questions, right? Gemini, curiosity. We are in the Gemini moon cycle, so getting curious, opening your mind. What do I notice about how my needs are met or not, and how I'm showing up, how I feel about that, what I might do differently, what it might look like if I had my needs met, and then just opening to that deeper sense of curiosity and wonder, like, how could this work out better, right? You don't have to have the answer. You can just say, it sure would be nice if my needs were met in a better way and I felt more like myself when I was interacting with other people. So I'm open to the universe helping me to find that way forward. What is that going to look like? How am I going to solve the problems of how to get my needs met? Because that's part of what we are doing as human beings, is we are learning and figuring these things out and learning what we need and learning how we can rearrange our thinking or the routines in our lives or whatever, to have that feeling of support that allows us to be more of our best selves. And then later, we've got a moon joining up with Jupiter. So toward the end of the day, the moon is heading into its conjunction with expansive planet Jupiter. So again, here is an opportunity to check in with where we're placing our faith and trust, and how we might want to do that differently, especially concerning our feelings. So remember, Jupiter makes everything bigger, so that could make those feelings and that sensitivity bigger, but it's also an opportunity to see new perspectives, to get outside of the old way of thinking, the old paradigms, and open to a new way of how things might look. So a new perspective, a new, like that Sagittarian travel. Jupiter's a little bit like that, right? It invites us to expand into new possibilities. So the combination of Gemini with Uranus in Gemini in this Gemini moon cycle, and that Jupiter in Cancer, we are expanding into new possibilities and having that opportunity for the new thinking to help us see the way through. So, seeing the way through to a deeper place of caring for yourself, and then from there, being more effective in caring for others. Thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and if you are interested in learning more about this moon cycle, the Gemini moon cycle, listen to my podcast. It's called Astrology Heals. I did a episode on the Gemini new moon and the Gemini moon cycle, and we are working with the Gemini moon cycle in my Manifesting with Moon Cycles program. So go to transformationalastrology.com if you'd like some deeper support in working with these energies, and you can see what's available there and sign up there for monthly membership. Thanks for being here. Thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I'm here every day with astrology for unshakable self-care, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.